Growing concerns over a mysterious illness that's seen in children that may be linked to the coronavirus. As new cases are being reported from Los Angeles to Boston, the family of one 8-year-old victim is sharing their frightening story. Stephanie Ramos has the details. Good morning, Stephanie.
George, good morning. Such a terrifying moment for this family, George. They rushed their little boy to this hospital last week. He was near death. They tell me he is slowly recovering, but doctors here at this hospital say they've seen at least 30 children affected by this rare inflammatory disease that's believed to be associated with COVID-19. There are still many unanswered questions. This morning, 8-year-old Jayden Hardowar is off a ventilator and recovering after he showed symptoms similar to Kawasaki disease. Doctors say the rare illness, possibly linked to coronavirus, is now leading to the hospitalization of children in at least 6 U.S. states. Jayden, seemingly healthy, became critically ill and was rushed to a New York City hospital after going into cardiac arrest last week. His family tells us in late April, he spiked a fever, a pediatrician telling them he should continue taking children's Tylenol.
He was doing fairly okay at home. We were confident. We weren't concerned because we know we've been practicing social distancing as a family.
But last week, Jayden took a turn for the worse. While watching TV, his mother found the boy gasping for air, turning blue, with his arms over his head.
Immediately, my older boy, he get on the bed and he starts to pump the chest.
New York State's Department of Health says at least 64 children in the state have been affected by what's being called pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome. Symptoms include fever, rash, stomachache, eye irritation, swollen lymph nodes, and tongue, similar to a rare but dangerous condition called Kawasaki disease, which causes the inflammation of blood vessels and can lead to heart problems.
There's a standard treatment for Kawasaki that we've known for many years now and very effective. And so we're treating these children with that therapy.
This morning, doctors are reporting 3 Kawasaki-like cases in Los Angeles, at least 2 cases in Boston, as well as kids affected in Louisiana and Michigan. And 6-year-old Nolan Garcia is in a Chicago ICU this morning with the same condition. He fell ill with the virus last month, despite all of his mother's precautions.
We did all this social distancing. We did not do any play dates. We did not go anywhere. I just don't even know.
In New York, Jayden's family only able to check on him this past week via video chat.
Jay, can you say one thing more? Can you say goodnight, Mommy?
His family says he tested negative for COVID-19, but positive for antibodies.
What we are seeing, though, is that they have antibodies to corona, which means they had a previous infection with the coronavirus maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and they may have been asymptomatic, never known about it. But now we're seeing it's the body's reaction to that virus, and it causes the immune system to get hyperactive.
Doctors here say that standard treatment for Kawasaki disease is working for the patients that are being treated here. As for little Jayden, he is expected to go home this weekend. Michael.
That's great news, Stephanie. Thank you for that. Let's bring in ABC's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jennifer Aston, with more. And Doc, with possible new cases popping up in cities across the country, what do you make of this rare but growing phenomenon?
Well, Michael, the first step in medicine is to make an observation, and the observation being made by pediatricians both in this country and in Europe are of this hyperinflammatory shock. There's a saying in pediatrics, kids are not little adults. They respond differently, and that's what people are looking at right now. In fact, pediatricians asking for an all-hands-on-deck approach with assistance and consultation from their colleagues in infectious diseases, rheumatology, immunology, cardiology, so they can really get a grasp on what's going on.
And we saw in that piece that Jayden tested negative for coronavirus, but positive for the antibody. So how does this fit into what we know about COVID-19?
Well, the case reports thus far in the medical literature, Michael, some are showing initial nasal swab testing positive, others negative, and then testing positive later down the road. Some of them just giving positive results on antibody testing. So again, we're in this stage of trying to piece together the sequence and just how much of a role COVID-19 is playing in this.
Well, you know, this mysterious illness raises a lot of questions for a lot of parents out there who are wondering what's going to happen with schools. Should this complicate our thinking about reopening schools?
Well, right now you have to think of the numbers, Michael. Luckily, this is rare at this point, and even though we are following it very closely, you know, in medicine, in science, and in life, data drives decisions, and it's reminding us just how much we still have to learn about this virus while we're collecting the data. Sometimes we can't make a decision until we have that information.
Seems like we're learning something new every day, Doc, and thank you for helping us with that.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.